Just a little strange happening video. Nothing much. Nothing really major. Did make some candy pretzels with white chocolate and butterscotch. Did that. Anyway, went down to the river to see the Christmas star, or Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. So it's a beautiful night. Got to go see that. I think I put out a video before this, Country Boy, and it shows it at the very end. It was very nice. I was hoping, something magical would happen or something, like that. You never know. Well, it didn't from the start, but it did from me reading that night. I brought down my tablet and continued reading A Course in Miracles. I read 3 chapters, 5, 6, and 7. And something did click for me that night on December 21st. Something did click. During that first depression, I saw the oneness of everything. Everything came alive. Reality itself came alive. Nature, earth, it all came alive to me. I saw the connectivity in everything. And the one thing I realized was missing when reading A Course in Miracles, especially chapter 7, is the connectivity between people. How everything is one with people. It's one soul with all people everywhere. That didn't connect with me. That was my fault, not wanting to see that, because I've been rejected so many times when I was younger and even middle age. I'm trying to talk through about all of this kind of stuff to people, get rejected and ridiculed because I can't understand it. And so I think I purposely blocked that. Now, doing Strange Happening 55, learning to forgive everyone for everything across time, and I saw how when I'm looking at people, it's all me. There have been hints through all of my videos about this, and I am dense. Apparently, I am really dense. It takes me a while to incorporate into being a lot of this. I can read it, I can understand it, but until it's incorporated into being, it's not real. I can't make it part of my reality. So I'm starting to do that now. I think it's going to take a little time. Ego is fighting. Ego is tough. Ego is, this body is tough to deal with sometimes. So I think it's going to take a little time for me to really get there on the connectivity of everything before I can learn to heal. So healing is a big deal, but it requires you to see the oneness between all people, and that's the thing that's been missing. I could see that other people are like myself in Strange Happening 55, forgiveness for all, that when I look at people, it's me. And I even talk about with my telepathy, I become that person for a second. It's like I become that person for a second. And I know what they're thinking because it is me. And that's all part of this oneness. It's like my telepathy is the same. When I hear what's in people's heads, I'm becoming them for a second. I am them, and I'm hearing what's in their head. In my Strange Happening number 12, telepathy, I talk about how I stay in the background at parties and things like that, gatherings, so I don't have to be involved in the conversation, so I don't become them and know what they're thinking and accidentally say something. Also, I don't look people in the eyes for too long because I get pulled in and become them and know everything about them, and I've avoided that. I'm going to have to stop doing that, stop avoiding that, and that'll be new. So I'm going to have to stop avoiding it and put myself out there. All right, it is the next morning, different shirt. I'm throwing this in the middle of all this as I'm editing, so I've been thinking about it and trying to process some things about the oneness of the soul of all people. And thinking back to Strange Happening number 38. You got to see this for yourself. I was sitting there in the living room talking about dreaming and being in control of dreams. And while I was doing that, I was getting the impression that someone had a wreck and someone was trapped in the car and couldn't get out and was dying and died. And I felt that. I felt my friend die. They are on video, so you got to see it happen. Me feeling this of someone far away, feeling their emotions, feeling them die. And that was, I think, at the 3-minute, 30-second mark on Strange Happening number 38. I'm talking about dreaming I'm in control. 2 weeks later, I found out what happened to him, and they forgot to tell us, so they told us. So you got to see that happen in as real time as I could. on these videos. That happens, that I can feel what other people are feeling. Also on Strange Happening 56, when my barriers fell down, this clairvoyance, seeing through walls to other places, other people, everywhere out there, and my landscape barriers fell down, I started feeling the emotions of everybody across the planet. When I look through the walls, I see this clairvoyance kicks in, and I see other people in other places, and I'm getting the emotions of other people whenever I see them, wherever they are, whoever they are. I'm guessing that's the oneness of that soul also. The oneness that overlays everything for people. So all of this is part of all of that. I've been feeling it, but denying it. On one of my past videos, I mentioned that intuition was telling me I'm not comprehending something. I put that in my video. I'm not comprehending something. Intuition told me to sleep in this bed, in the guest bedroom, separate from my wife, separate from her, and sleep in this bed. And it was trying to give me a hint. And I think that's what it was trying to hint. That I am separated from other people. I'm keeping myself separate from other people. And that's been a failing on my part. Doing that, just maybe it's fear of rejection. Maybe. So that's a big stage, a big step for me on December 21st, Winter Solstice, Christmas Star. For me, that was the thing that happened, is I'm beginning to see the oneness in all people, not just reality, but people, people's souls, the oneness of the soul between people. So I've got to work on that and really incorporate it into being. So I think that's going to be a big deal. I hope I can get there. I'm going to try to get there. I'm not going to be arrogant about it, say it, I am. All I can say is I'm going to try. I don't want to be arrogant about anything. That is a trap, and I don't want to fall into that arrogance trap. Okay, just freaked out a little bit. All excited. I should buy that song, Freak Out, and use that. Anyway, I was trying to find the clip of where the intuition said, sleep in this bed, separate from my wife. I was looking for that, and I ran across one video I saved. The one from after I learned to forgive everyone across time. There was one video I mentioned out there that I wasn't going to put out here, and I kept it. For some reason, I kept it. It was just like, you need to keep this. And I just watched it, and I went, oh, wow. It is talking about this exact same thing. Being a separate being from the one source that's all connected, and that all of that is talking about it. And I was so emotional at it. It was overwhelming. I didn't want to put everything out there. And I still probably won't, but I will put a clip of that right here. But it was too emotional. I did not put it out here. I did that, and that was August 20th. Please note, this is before I ever learned about starseeds. This is on August 13th. I found one lady on YouTube that made me felt not alone. The chains of aloneness and crazy dark little world fell off. The chains fell off from seeing that one lady on YouTube, and this is right after that. So I know there's one person out there like me in this video, just one. I haven't learned about Hyokos or truth tellers or starseeds or anything like that yet. It's just, I just saw one person, and I'm not alone because of that one person. Okay, this video might require some editing. It is now, what is this, day 3 at 11 p.m. And I was gonna just go to bed, and then started seeing through the wall kind of thing again to other places outside of this planet, and that consciousness kicked in again, that universal consciousness, and it's overwhelming. Why? Why did I give the answer I gave? For one thing, all my life, I've recognized that all these weird things that's happening, it's not all me. It's not. And part of it is me, and part of it's not me, and it's a combination. I believe I didn't even go back and look at depression number 1. I haven't gone back and looked. But in that depression number 1, I actually used the word universe. Use this body as you want. That's when this awareness came in. And I think it was part of the universe. But that's just it. It's just me. I am part of the universe. I am part of that. I've always been part of that. It was just the awareness coming in. And being aware of it. That it is the living, that I am the living expression of the universal consciousness. I asked it to come in me, and I was already there. And it's everything. But I'm aware of it. And I appreciate it. And I love it. I am aware of it. And everything is done for everyone. And even if other people can't see it, I can. And it's incredible. It's wonderful. And the reason I gave it that answer is maybe there's a chance other people will be born to this extent. It's tough, but maybe other people can be born to this extent and appreciate it as well, and grow and learn and appreciate it. I'm not the only one like this. Maybe to this extent so far, but there's others similar to me, and maybe they can grow too, to this extent, and come to really make contact and appreciate it, and know and learn and feel that joy and love, and it's all out there. But to be aware of it as a separate entity from itself, to recognize itself, and that it's all just me. So I didn't know what else to say. It's the best answer I could give. It's not just one individual love. It's the potential of all individuals to recognize and love it and be part of it and still be separate entities. That's a hope.